Okay, so you are on in Portugal, and Ivan and George are from Brazil. So you'll be on this
Oh, okay.
transatlantic
That's great.
connection. So we are live at the moment.
Okay.
So um, thank you for joining us at Heavy Culture Family, and we hope that everything is good at your end, and you are working on great new stuff for you, and especially for the metal community. Uh, how are you doing on your area with this lockdown stuff? Everything is okay over there?
Yeah, actually, everything has lifted up. Um, we can go into some of the restaurants now. Um, Masks are they're still welcomed, um, but it's not necessary in a lot of the stores out here. Um, don't hear about too many cases at all anymore. Things have definitely quieted down. People are starting to come back around. Businesses are all opening. Um, People are getting back to their lives. It's rather nice.
Yeah, it's great news from that side. In Europe, we are starting the second wave, and whoa!
Oh,
but we go through this maybe in 1 year or something like that. But let's put all this COVID stuff but behind us, and let's go for a talk about heavy metal. That's what we like to do for everyone, especially when talking with someone like Don Doty. I couldn't ever imagine to be talking with you, the man who recorded the first two records of Dark Angel. Although you're not in the band anymore, but you are part of history. Um, but now I believe that we would like to go from the present
we
to
uh
the past.
we had a vision, and we definitely stuck with it. Thank you.
Let's go to the present, and then
We
go backwards.
yeah.
Know the story behind the recordings, the story behind the concerts, and everything you can share with us. um, I would like to
Oh,
ask
okay.
you of what's going on with you, and some of those names we heard that are working with you on this band Eliminates, that we can see a teaser online. um, let us know what are you doing at the moment, and with who are you working with.
Um, I'm working with um quite a few people. Um, there are. I'm not supposed to give out names because they frown on that because not everybody has put down their tracks yet. Um, I did get the drum tracks. I did get the bass tracks. I am laying down some vocals for those. There's going to be 3 songs there that we'll be doing. I did just do. I think I can tell you about this one. I did just do a song with Nimrod, and you guys should be seeing that here really soon. Um, it's one of the favorites. It was Merciless Death, um, and I think you guys are really going to like it. We definitely put it together rather quickly, but with a lot of care. Um, so I'm hoping that they can appreciate that. There's a lot of other things that are going on as well. Um, some really big names. You guys are. I feel honored to even be working with these guys. So
Whoa,
um, yeah, really looking forward to those tracks coming up very soon.
whoa, those are great news. But so you talked about three new songs, but can we expect soon a new
I can't.
full length?
I can't hear you.
Can we expect soon a full length from Eliminate?
From Eliminate, um, I have. I had a little setback about a year ago. I don't know if anybody um, remembers the. My sister went on and posted a couple of pictures of what happened to me. I was in an explosion, and actually split
Oh.
from here all the way to the top, wide open. They ended up doing brain surgery. They ended up putting a metal plate in my head. And in doing so, they told me to not to be screaming, not to be doing anything stressful, especially things that are going to bulge out veins in my head. They didn't want me banging my head. They didn't want me to basically do anything fun. But I told them, I'm going to be me. So I'm working still. I've been putting a lot of lyrics together. I'm working with I'm working with some people. And I'm I'm working together with some of the guys that were in the band before, and Greg is one of them. But I'm also playing around with some new people. I like to do that. This way, I get a really good feel on who knows me, and I'm looking forward to Eliminate. Definitely going to put out a really good album, that's for sure. You guys have probably heard about 3 of the tracks, but there's a lot more coming, and it definitely will raise an eyebrow or two.
Okay, those are great news, and I really didn't know about the accident you had, but I can say once again that you are a true warrior, because you survive anything, man. that's something great to take from this experience. Going back to Eliminate, I don't know, you don't want to go forward with names, but I have a question about something I read online. There are people that are saying that you might be working with Mitch Harris from Napalm Death. Is that true?
Wow, word gets around fast. Mitch Mitch is a great guy. I'll tell you right now. He is one hell of a guy. He knows his stuff. We talked a few times in the past. He actually wrote a song for me. I have the music. I'm working on some lyrics for it because it's really good. That will be something that will be on the album as well. I don't know how you guys heard about that, but
it's online, man.
Yeah. Mitch and I also, I talked to him not too long ago, and he's doing well. We're both coming around. We were talking about maybe making a little a compilation in the works, but we never got back together because I was in the accident. But I know he is one hell of a guitar player, and I would, I consider it an honor to work with him. There's a lot of great people out there that are just, I'm just really taken back by the professionalism.
Ups, foi abaixo. Ele vai ter algumas dificuldades para entrar, já teve há pouco. Então temos aqui novidades. De facto, nós podemos acreditar que há coisas que se dizem online que são verdade. O caso
Pois é.
do Mitch, dos Napalm Death.
Miguel, pois é, interessante, né? E tá voltando. Faz a pergunta aqui, não vamos esquecer dos nossos espectadores, Miguel.
Ah.
Are you there?
Okay. Yeah, we are here, and you are back. Okay.
Good deal.
You were talking about working with Mitch, and George asked me he asked me to be aware of some of the questions that people can do to ask you about Eliminate or about anything you are doing, and you did in the past. So you are all invited to participate. And Guilherme, here a watcher says that when your doctor tells you to stop headbanging, you have to find another doctor. You're not 20 anymore.
That's what I said. That's right.
É isso aí.
That works. I mean, hey, you know, if I hit that stage, I'm definitely going in the crowd. That's what I do. So
that
yeah,
reminds me that
I definitely looking forward to
reminds me
some
that
shows.
doctor that
I
says,
got a bit of news
Okay.
for
please do, please.
a bit of news for the international folks. I have it through good sources that there will be some traveling, and COVID is not going to have any bearing on it. Basically, what they're doing is they're going to allow musicians to travel from country to country in order to keep peace between the countries. I was just told this like less than a week ago. So it's a good news for a lot of musicians out there that will be traveling. As long as I was told, as long as that the city is not in a lockdown, and there's a place to play, we will be able to go, and we will be able to play and perform.
Anything
So that was kinda cool.
scheduled? Anything scheduled now for traveling?
You're breaking up. I'm sorry.
Okay, are you traveling soon to a new country to play?
One more time, please.
Are you traveling soon? Do you have any gig scheduled?
Again, yeah, I kind of do. I have a couple of places that I was booking before COVID, and basically that put a hold on everything. It hurt the music industry, the entertainment business in general, deeply. I'm talking with a couple of promoters, and they seem to be on board still, as long as the clearance goes through. Yeah, I'd like to head out a little bit and maybe travel and see what we can put out there. So yeah, I'd like to go down and visit maybe Brazil, maybe Chile, maybe, you know, wherever that I'm wanted, I will go. I'm rather easy.
How about Europe and Portugal, man?
I would love to go to Portugal. I really would. And Europe as well, you bet. I'm down for just about anything. I don't have any ties that are holding me here. I was, you know, here's a bit of news. I was honestly thinking about going over and looking for residence, because, yeah, I'm just looking for something different, and hopefully find some beautiful woman who will put up with my my BS.
Dating service. Hey, Brazil. You are close to the US, so Brazilian girls, go ahead. John is free.
Yes, I am free. I am free, and I am looking always. Not always, just looking for the right one.
Arrumou a tempo.
Okay, so these are great news.
But yeah,
So you are looking down and not looking to your left, to Europe. So you want to try something new and try a different life and a new place to live and you know, experience. I believe that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely not counting Europe out. Europe was supposed to be after the South American, after the South American little shindig, and then I was going to come back to the States and clean up a couple of loose ends, and then head over to Europe and see what Portugal, what Germany, what Belgium, Holland, you name it. I was just going to go around and basically see where I could play and how I could play and go go do a little bit of the old stuff, do a little bit of the new stuff, and probably be doing a couple of songs that you guys will be hearing very shortly. Um, just a little teaser, maybe it might be something from Black Sabbath. Not too sure. That's all I can give you, but it will be. It's a good one. Everybody likes it. It's a badass song. Enjoyed it all my days. So really looking forward to that one. And you guys will definitely know the other two.
John, do you have any channel on YouTube so people can search for it?
No, I don't. I don't have I don't have all the media set up like I used to. I had a really good media guy, and he ended up getting married on me and taking off to Canada. Damn, I miss him. But yeah, I'm basically going to start fresh again, and I know there's so much, like I was saying earlier, there's so much talent out there. I thumb through my Facebook page, and I see people that are drawing. I see people that are putting forth their efforts, and it comes out so nice. I figure I'm just gonna go ahead and pick whoever's got the talent. It'll show.
Okay, so this means that actually you like what people are doing online, and the new people that the newcomers that come to metal in general. So you are one of those guys that believes in the future of metal.
Yes, I do. I believe that there is so much there's so much good raw talent out there, and some of it's very, very honed in. Maybe a name like Jeff. I don't know. He's been playing guitar, I think, since he was 4 or younger. Who knows the way he plays? But yeah, he's one of those guys that are just beyond phenomenal. And there's, like I said, there's so much out there. It's just we need to use each other. We need to look forward and encourage each other, help each other out, and especially in this COVID time. People will get so how do you say, they get so wound up, so tight. And I was talking to somebody, and she didn't even want to leave her house. Won't leave to get food, won't do anything, and it's a shame, because there's the world going on out there, and people are starting to miss it, and I believe in it.
And the news you just gave us, because I didn't know the traveling thing with musicians. Those are great news, and we miss live gigs, and at least in Portugal there are few concerts, but not so many, and they are so limited to the places. We want it back. We all want it
Good.
back, and we need it. It's kind of our something like our oxygen. So we need that to
Exactly.
go forward.
And we need each other, and we get that from each other when we go to shows, and it's very sociable, and it's very, it's legit. I mean, if you've been to a concert, you know that it's all good. Everybody's there to help each other out. Everybody, talks about the basically, we all know the same bands. So we talk about what happened to who, when, and where, and it's a good thing. It's better than sitting at home and doing nothing, or having your face stuck in an Xbox game. I mean, it's really easy to do. Trust me. I kind of got caught up in it myself. It's just there's more out there. There's people, and there's lives, and that's why we're here, is to touch each other's lives, and that's what I believe.
But it's quite true. We all need each other. So we need, for instance, guys that like you come to our lives to help us to spread the history and the future of music. And you guys also need every channel you can to promote your stuff. This is the new language, and I'm glad that you are one of those guys that follows the, let's call it, trend, so that we can know of what's going on, set on the first person. So this takes me to the point of asking you, going back now, if you don't mind, just before Eliminate, or maybe after, I really don't know it precisely. So before Dark Angel came back, before the reunion, or by that time, you were invited to play some live shows, and why didn't happen to go forward with something like original, all original members?
Yeah, that's kind of a I guess you could say a personal thing. Gene, I think the last time he saw me 28 years ago, I think he said, "Don, I'll never play on a stage with you again." He was pissed at me that I was going ahead and starting the family versus going ahead and going on tour. They knew this though. I mean, I did the tour that we did in Texas. I mean, I had a great job at McDonnell Douglas in aircraft. I was trying to get my life straight. Back then, you didn't make any money. I mean, it cost us money to play, and it's hard to do that when you're getting married, you have a child on the way. You have to do more like what's going to be best for your family. And maybe if I would have stuck around, hey, we would have definitely went up. I understand that. We would have definitely made some money. I didn't know that. If I
Oi.
Caiu.
Pois é, há uma altura que
Caiu.
temos escolhas, não é? E temos que tomar decisões.
Miguel, temos algumas perguntas aqui.
Oh.
Tá voltando.
Here you are again. Yeah, so Don, you made a choice, and that's why it didn't happen. Okay.
You there?
Yeah, we are here.
Maybe.
Okay, so Don, can you hear us? Hello, Don.
Illusion.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
You can hear us. So this is the internet that we have around the world, and that's a problem. But we'll try to sort it out. Então temos aqui algumas perguntas que temos que fazer, não é? O que é que ele tem ouvido ultimamente dentro do metal? Ahá! Aqui estão perguntas, aparece aqui. Foram as gravações do Darkness Descends e quais as bandas que influenciaram nesse período para o som ficar cada vez mais rápido e brutal. Pois, comparativamente um álbum com o outro, We Have Arrived, Darkness Descends, o Darkness Descends parece um álbum cheio de esteroides.
Tem muita gente que fala que o Darkness Descends é um dos pilares do death metal também.
O thrash.
There we go.
Do thrash, sim. Death metal eu ainda fico lá,
But now.
sei lá.
Hey Don, can you hear us now?
Hey.
Na rua.
Yeah. Vou pedir.
I'll
I'll ask George to pull the question again from a viewer. So we have we have someone that is asking how did the Darkness Descends recordings were done, and which bands have influenced,
This is terrible.
have
I
gave
can't.
you influence this time?
1 second, guys. Let me try this one. How about there?
Okay.
One more time.
Okay, there's Ruel
I got you.
Belga, who's asking something about the recordings of Darkness Descends, to know which bands you guys got from, influenced from, and if this was important for the sound to get heavier and brutal at the same time by these
Try again?
influences. Okay. Which bands did influence you guys to record Darkness Descends? Estas conexões estão cada vez pior. Já com Artillery foi a mesma coisa.
A pandemia comeu os fios.
Hey Don, can you hear us?
No, I can't.
No, you can't. Oh, damn connection. Já agora aproveito para perguntar ao Jorge, uma vez que o Don foi abaixo, deve ser Satã. Satã.
Satã que tá chamando ele de volta.
Jorge, Artillery ficou agendado para alguma data? Não sei se nos podes adiantar alguma coisa. O Jorge estará cá.
O Jorge também não está ouvindo.
O Jorge está num planeta qualquer, olha. Tira o fone e nós vamos fazendo de comentador de futebol. Vamos tentando encher chouriços, não é? Que é para isto não ficar aqui no silêncio. Jorge!
Está ouvindo, Jorge?
Não está, não. Também está com má conexão o Jorge. Sexta-feira o quê? Diz Ivan.
Sexta-feira eu estou tentando reagendar aqui o Cláudio David do Overdose.
Overdose.
Que era que não teve no mês passado, vai para agora. E na próxima terça-feira é o Mitch Harris, né? Na Palm Death.
Mas vamos perguntar ao Mitch como é que ele escreveu a música para os Eliminate.
Pois é. Está morando nos Estados Unidos agora, né? Não está mais na Inglaterra.
É por isso é que ele também não acompanha os Napalm Death ao vivo, não é? Porque já está longe e já tem uma vida estabelecida lá. Então o Don está a tentar entrar novamente. Bem, vamos avançar de pergunta agora relativamente à questão que o...
As conexões estão bem ruins.
Estão. E tu também, não nos ouves?
Tá se conseguindo ouvir, Jorge?
Ele não ouve.
Não ouve, né? Não, perguntar sobre a...
Tá dando picos aqui na minha internet também.
Pois é.
Vocês estão ouvindo?
Sobre...
Sim,
agora sim.
Estamos a ouvir.
Sim. Sobre a gravação do primeiro álbum, hein? Se o Dini Rugla participou mesmo ou não. Porque consta que não. E aí tu leu a informação que consta que sim. E por que regravaram a Merciless Death do We Are Arrive pro Darkness Descends?
Nos dois
Isso,
primeiros.
tem nos dois, né? Que a qualidade não ficou tão diferente. A produção, sim, a qualidade da música, a música é a mesma. Eles não mudaram a estrutura, não fizeram nada, não.
Sim, mas ficou mais rápida.
Ficou mais rápido.
Sim.
Ficou numa batida mais rápida.
E nós... Jorge, consegues ouvir-nos? Não sei se o Jorge consegue ouvir. Não. O Jorge definitivamente não consegue
ouvir.
Estou
aqui, vocês estão ouvindo?
Nós estamos.
Nós estamos te ouvindo. Tu está ouvindo a gente? Consegue ouvir?
Ok, ele consegue. Então,
sim.
Chuta aí se tiveres informação de uma data para Artillery. Para a live de Artillery, que foi adiada. E assim aproveitamos o espaço para dizer que está adiada para o dia... Jorge? Pois. Pois é, infelizmente eu não tenho o primeiro álbum. Here you are, Don. Can you hear us now?
I got back.
Oh, great.
Damn.
Okay, so
Very cool.
let's let's pick up from the point of someone was asking about the influences you guys had for Darkness Descends. Can you tell us, some bands that you were listening to by that time?
Okay. A big influence for us would have been Tank. They were a bunch of guys who got out there and just gave their guts. Personally, my influence, I listened to Ozzy. If you listen to early Ozzy, you'll see he got up there. He didn't give a shit. He sang whatever came out, but it came out good. Did with Sabbath, did with himself on it, his solos, and I just thought, hey, if you get up there and give your all, it's got to come out, and that's what I did, and it seemed to work. So we went with it. We did have, we of course, Venom was part of it, and there was a lot of punk. We were listening to punk back then. There wasn't a whole lot to grasp from. We knew each other. I mean, there was Slayer, Metallica, and Dark Angel. I mean, we all went to the same. We were right there in the same region together. If you weren't going to Downey, you were going to Warren, you're going to Bell, or we were all right there together. So yeah, we used ourselves as influences. We knew that, like, after we have arrived, we were still hunting. We were still reaching for what we wanted. Again, it's never been done. So when you're trying to do something that's never been done, it's not quite as easy as it is today. But Jim's, he stuck in there. He gave it a time, and we made stuff happen. We definitely had a vision, and we just try to stick to it.
Okay. Ivan will ask a question in Portuguese, and then I will translate as best as possible.
Pergunta para ele se ele gosta do Ian Gillan, do Ian Gillan no Black Sabbath.
Okay, Ivan is asking if you like Ian Gillan from Black Sabbath when he was in the band with Black Sabbath. Ian Gillan. Like it?
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Okay.
Try again,
Ivan,
please.
Ivan was asking if you like the work of Ian Gillan when he was in Black Sabbath.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you go back, Black Sabbath was the first band that I saw live. I believe it was the Mob Rules. And I was just like taken back, going, "Oh my, what is this? This is what I wanted. This is what I'm talking about for live shows. This is what we wanted. I mean, this is where we wanted to go." They weren't playing quite as fast as we liked, but even back in the day, Diamond Head was a big band, and they did Am I Evil, and then Metallica did Am I Evil,
yes,
and Dark Angel did Am I Evil. And I remember when James and Dave came from the side stage at the what was it, Woodstock or Radio City, one of those two. They came out and they go, "Holy shit, we've never heard it played like that. You guys played Am I Evil at Mach 10." Because we did. We took it. If you've never heard it, it was good. I mean,
I never heard it.
We made it ours.
I'm
and
curious. Are there any recordings of that live playing or something like that?
Am I Evil from Dark Angel? Yeah, I'm sure there is. I had a few of them. Unfortunately, I had a fire recently, and a lot of my stuff was taken up in the fire. I had a lot of practice tapes. I had a lot of lot of beginning stuff. I posted some of it on the. I have a Dark Angel page too. I also have an Lemonade page. I did post some of the stuff on there. Some of the funny stuff, like, you know, the first week we got Gene in the band. Of course, I have all those recordings. And, you know, just it was a lot of good stuff. We definitely, you know, stuck out. I know that. It was cool though to get a nice compliment from the guys. So yeah, that was cool.
Hey Don, especially when you come from an awesome album that is the debut We Have Arrived, and when you go to Darkness Descends, that is Mac 10 difference.
I lost you.
It was so fast. Ivan was also asking something about why did you re-record the track
Merciless Death.
Merciless Death. When you played Merciless Death on both albums, why did that happen?
Something about Merciless Death is what I got.
Yeah, you recorded on foi sonete. Entretanto, perguntamos ao Jorge se nos ouve. Jorge, ouves?
Estou ouvindo,
Okay.
vocês?
Estamos a ouvir. A tua net agora está melhor.
É.
Estava.
Uma
Deixa-me
curiosidade,
perguntar-
A minha internet está bem ruim. Bem ruim.
Pro público que está assistindo nós, é uma curiosidade que a gente tem. Por que está gravado no primeiro álbum, We Are Arrived, a Merciless Death, e no segundo álbum já está gravado de novo. Está um pouco mais rápido e um pouco melhor produzida, né? Por isso que nós vamos perguntar para ele isso.
Ok.
Porque-
E é curioso porque parece que apenas passa um ano e nós vemos uma diferença de produção incrível de um álbum para o outro.
É, muito grande.
Terá sido uma questão tecnológica ou terá sido uma questão de ouvido? É curioso.
Às vezes o produtor, né? O produtor é diferente. O cara conseguiu extrair melhor eles ou os caras estavam melhor preparados.
Mas é curioso que ele sai de um Bill Metoyer e vai para um Rick Andy Burns,
Andy Burns.
não é? Quer dizer, são dois nomes de peso.
O Andy Burns, só me corrija, não é o guitarrista do Sodom?
Não, o Andy Burns é o irmão do Scott Burns.
Ah, é. Tá. Aquele guitarrista
Oi,
do Sodom,
alô?
lá, do Married Live. Esqueci o nome do cara também.
Do Sodom, qual é o
Michael
desculpa?
Hoffman.
Ele é ao vivo. É Michael Hoffman.
Michael Hoffman. Era guitarrista dos Assassin também.
É verdade.
O segundo ao vivo do Sodom.
É.
Guitarrista
Married Live.
incrível. E também é do o álbum Better of Dead, também é com ele.
Tá
Também é
voltando.
com ele. Tá voltando aí.
Discasso.
Tá voltando.
There we go.
Here we are.
There you are.
So we were
Good
talking about why did you record on both first albums the track
Merciless Death.
Merciless Death?
Merciless Death.
Yeah, why?
Okay,
Two
I'm
versions.
gonna get real
to
honest
record.
with you. Yeah, we were short basically time on the second one. So
Yes.
we came in at the last minute, and like for instance, you'll notice Black Prophecies is extremely long. I think it's 8 minutes. We were looking to fill up space. Jimmy can write some songs. I give him that, but he doesn't write them very fast. So that being said, you know, you get what you pay for. It's well worth the wait. But yeah, we needed some filler space, and we wanted to redo it just because we thought we could do it a little bit better, and it came out nice.
I truly agree with you. So the first, the second album had a mispressing on the first track. I believe there's a name that is missing. It's an intro. I believe I heard that.
Harbinger of Doom.
What is it? Sorry.
Harbinger of Doom.
Yeah. So it's not here. So
No,
it's the beginning. It's a kind of an intro, right?
correct. That's called Harbinger of Doom. That it never got printed. It never got put on there. There were a few things that got, missed and held up. It was the whole album should have been released at the same time that Kill 'Em All hit and Rain in Blood hit. I believe it was right there at that era that we were supposed to all come out, but they didn't. They released Metallica, they released Slayer, and they held us for I think 3 or 4 more months, and we were just sitting back going, "What the hell?" There's not much you can do being, not in management or whatever that they're doing, but they saw fit to hold it, and when they did, they released it. I believe things could have been differently. They could have been majorly different if they would have released it the 3 to 4 months earlier.
I'm astonished with what you are saying because I really didn't know it was so close and that you had to stay on hold. Man, that in fact could have done some major differences on your career, definitely. So the Darkness Descends has Mike Gonzalez on the back cover, but as we can go searching for the recording info. So this was recorded by Rob Young, full album, and why he is not on the credits on this album?
I didn't get it.
I was asking to know more about the name of the bass player Rob. That was on the first album, and also recorded the full album of Darkness Descends. Why did Mike Gonzalez enter on the back cover and not Rob?
Robin. Yeah. Now that was one of those the same thing that happened with let's see here. We had Rob didn't go on, and then Jack made it on the first one, so he was good on there. But Gene went in and redid him. So Rob, I believe it was just because we were going to start touring, and it was one of those fluke things that we had Mike's picture, didn't have Rob's. At the time, they wanted it then, and we just said, okay, well, go with it. They did everything so haphazardly. Whatever benefited them, that's what they did. That's what they went with. If it was they wanted it right now, it was right then. If not, we were on hold. Again, the band didn't have too much to say back then. Management was hard to come by, and I mean it was new, so there wasn't a whole lot out there. A lot of times we took what we could get, and we just wanted to play, That's all. We didn't care where or when. Didn't care who was in front of. We just wanted to go out and play. We did some pretty crazy stuff just to play music. Would we do it again? You bet. All of it, We met so many great people. Every show we would show up at least a couple hours ahead, go through, meet everybody in the audience, meet everybody, talk with them, get to know them. And it was really cool because when came time to play, we would walk from the audience right up on the stage, and they would go, hey, aren't you guys going to get dressed, or aren't you guys going to, put makeup on or do, like, no, this is it. And I remember we were playing one show, and after the show, the guy came up. Hey, Don. I said, what? He goes, you know, you got a comb in your back pocket? I said, yeah, I comb my hair with that shit. You know, what do you want? He's like, yeah, but you were wearing it on stage. And I went, you get what you see with us. We never put on this facade or anything like that. What you saw is what you got. We were music hungry kids. We just wanted it, and we enjoyed the hell out of it. It was one of the best times that I could ever think to play music. It was so new, so fresh, so alive. How could you not listen to speed metal, or as they called us, caffeine metal, and not move? How could you listen to it and just sit there? You can't. It makes you it gives you energy, and it's life.
I truly believe that you have lots of memories of those times, and can you share a funny history? Imagine before going on stage with some other bands.
Well, I can think of a few, but I think the one that everybody kind of liked, and it's got a reputation and a name for itself, was we played Fender's Ballroom, and this is down in Long Beach. Fender's Ballroom was a small club, but the rafters hung way down low. So what they did is they went ahead and they would take grease and put the grease on the rafters so people couldn't jump up on them. Well, they didn't put the grease above the stage. I guess they figured, hey, they'll never go up there. I think we're 2 or 3 songs in, and I decided to jump up into the rafters. And from there, I walked out over the crowd, where I happened to find where all the grease was. So when I took a spill down into the crowd, they caught me. It was badass. It was great. They were bouncing me around, this and that, and all of a sudden I heard the next verse coming up, and I'm like, I got to get up there. Here's a little tidbit: never push the people underneath you away, because if you do, you will go straight down, and you will probably get what you see right here, 22 stitches. So when I went down and hit my head, I got back up. No big deal, right? I'm walking back up to the stage, and somebody says, hey, Don, you're bleeding. I said, okay, no big deal. I grab a hand towel on the side of the stage, and I grab some duct tape, put the hand towel here, and I put the duct tape around my head like that. I go ahead and I introduce the next song. Well, what I thought was the next song. Before each song, I had a little saying I would do, to introduce it. I sat there and introduced the same song that we just did, and everybody just in the crowd said, hey, Don, what are you doing? And at that point, I started getting really lightheaded, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it. They rushed me down to the hospital. I don't even know what happened after that, but I know I ended up with a lot of stitches, and the crowd had a great time. I had a great time. It was called later as the Parting of the Red Sea. I don't know how it changed from me diving into the crowd and the crowd totally opening up and me hitting the concrete directly. Well, rumors. But definitely it was one to look at and go, wow, hey, these guys don't give up no matter what. Even the singer, man, he's bleeding out of his face, and he's getting up there doing the next song.
Until you black out.
We didn't give up. Until I blacked out, yeah. But that's it. It was a great time, and I wouldn't change it for nothing.
So we can take it for sure that you would do it again. But would you have done differently? Anything differently?
Yeah, if I knew then what I know now, other than my kids, I would have definitely took the other route. Don't get me wrong. I had a good marriage for quite some time, but as you can see today, I am single. I have 3 wonderful kids. Like I said, I'm blessed there. Other than that, I would have been up on stage. You could pretty much say, yeah, I would have definitely changed it. I would have went back and changed it.
Oh, such a great memories. We have to go for a question of someone that was watching, and I'm forgetting to do those questions. I'm sorry to everyone about that, but I believe it's kind of important to know what have you been listening to lately in metal and outside metal. So, what are your tunes at the moment?
My tunes at the moment, I'm doing a lot of writing. I'm not really listening too much. When I listen to music, it tends to influence me. And if I get a melody stuck in my head, I start writing to it. And that's not good, because then I end up going back and I have to rewrite everything and re-script everything. So I basically kind of tune things out. When I do listen to music, I listen to old school stuff. Stuff that, you know, I've been listening to for years and years and years. You know, it's what I like, it's what I do. As for the rest of the stuff, hey, I had to listen to, man, I had to listen to country. I had to listen to R&B. I had to listen to bim bop or something like that, or candy stripe music. I have a daughter. You know, she's gonna listen to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and I have to buy, you know, Taylor Swift, and I have to get all this stuff, right? So, you know, if the kids are listening to it, I'm listening to it. So a lot of times I get stuck there, but they know Dad, and when I throw in Motorhead, they don't complain too much. You know, I'll throw in Nuclear Assault, they don't mind too much. You know, hey, I don't play too much. I play Dark Angel. Hey, they know the music. I know the words. You know, it works. You know, I listen to the same stuff we all grew up with. You know, the Slayer and the Metallica and all of it. You know, I like to keep stuff first. At the same time, I like to kind of keep to myself, because that keeps everything original. You know, I'm trying to write an album here, and I think I have really good stuff, and I know it's all original. I know nobody else has done it, and I think everybody's really going to like it. It's just a matter of me getting it out now. So that's going to take a little bit of work, and it's things like this that really help that. So thank you guys, man. I really appreciate all the work that you guys do and all the time that you guys put in, because you guys, without you, wow, it just wouldn't be, you know?
No, you are the most important members of this culture.
Okay.
Of music. So without the bands, we are no one, because we miss all the recordings we love so much. So let's summarize here just before we say goodbye. So Don Doty is back with Eliminate, writing new stuff. On the next few days, we will know something new online for sure. Don Doty is free, so girls in Brazil and South America, go and look for Don. He's single and
Yes,
looking
please.
for someone interesting. So girls, go on, send your resume to Don, and lots of stories behind the scenes with Dark Angel and stuff that most of us didn't know. And let me ask you the last question. So to give to the new bands, people that will be watching this later, your best advice, being one of the beginners of the thrash metal scene, what advice could you give to all these guys that are starting a band or going to the second record or second album or something like that? Please share with them what you think is the most interesting thing to look at.
I think I think it all stems from believing in yourself. Don't be arrogant, be humble, but give your all. You know, it's a big stage out there, and a lot of people are giving their all. You know, it's good to see people out there giving so much good talent, and don't ever give up. You know, if somebody like me can make it, hey, anybody can make it. You know, so don't ever give up. Keep your dreams alive, and you know, play like you've never played before, and give it your all. You know.
So, Don, on behalf of the Portuguese people and Portuguese headbangers, thank you so much. It was an honor to speak with you. I'm sure that when you have some news, if you want share, please share with us, and we will be so thrilled to spread the word that Eliminate from Don Doty is back, and that back is for sure and to stay. And please do visit Portugal when you come to play in Europe, and I hope we can meet and
I definitely will,
and that I can enjoy your music live. Thank you so much, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Don. Long live
Thank you. Have a metal day, guys.
Doty, Eliminate. Obrigado aí. Thank you
Guys are
so
awesome.
much. Galera, desculpa aí
guy.
os problemas
This
técnicos
guy.
da internet.
Oi.
Enfim, mas o metal é isso aí. Ivan,
Oi,
próxima agenda. Yeah!
Sexta-feira com o
Agenda.
Cláudio do Overdose, e na próxima terça-feira com Mitch Harris, da Palm Death. É isso aí. Inscreva no
Mitch
canal,
Harris apareceu aí
toca
na-
o sininho. Na conversa? Né?
Overdose na
So
Palm
now in
Death na
English,
próxima, galera. Obrigado.
we can say in English if anyone is seeing in English. So next week we will have Mitch Harris from Napalm Death, and also playing or at least writing some songs for other bands like Eliminate. So anyway, on next Friday we will be having an interview
Cláudio.
with
Cláudio Overdose.
from
Overdose.
Overdose, the Brazilian band, and we hope not to be so tired as we are. I don't know why. It's the weather. We are getting winter around here, and it's raining a lot. We have this big storm called Barbara, and it affects us all. So
Yes.
let's go
In
for a good night's sleep. Don't forget to sleep well, okay?
Yeah.
You need that. We all do. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and as Ivan said, subscribe and follow us, okay?
Yes.
Cheers.
Thank you. Obrigado aí, pessoal. Valeu.
Bye, bye.
Um abraço
See
e
ya.
até a próxima.
Valeu, Miguel. Valeu, Ivan. Até a próxima.